Yes, people, welcome back to the Red Zone. I'm AJ, and this is all your Manchester United sports, entertainment, and news updates. This is your match reaction video for Saturday's Premier League game between our Man United and Everton. It finished Man United 2, Everton 0. We're going to talk about the result, talk about the much improved performance, also touch on some individual performances, and obviously what the results and the points mean going forward, and also look forward to what we've got coming next. So let's get into it, people. What can we say? 2-0 win against Everton at home. It's a good result, it's a result we needed. Obviously that top four race is becoming closer as the season finishes, so we just got to keep on winning, make sure we maintain that gap between us and Spurs. But yeah, really dominant display, and a lot better than what we've been seeing for the last few weeks. And I can't remember when I saw a first half like that for a long while at Old Trafford. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely dominant, pushing them back, creating chance after chance. It's what we want to see, man. The only downside to that is not putting the chances away, but we save that for another day. Do you know what I'm saying? We take the good performance and we take the 3 points. Touching on the first half, like I said, 21 shots we had in the first half. That's way more than we're used to seeing, and obviously that's a Premier League record as well. We come to find out 21 shots in the first half of the game. It just goes to show the dominance we had. Everton the whole game really, but especially the first half, never even got out their box. They were so penned back. Both our sides, Sancho, Anthony, just constantly pushing them back. So 21 shots, set a new Premier League record. That's always a good thing. Over 70% possession. What more can you ask for? That's exactly how Ten Hag wants to play. He wants to play like that at home. He wants to play like that away. It doesn't matter. He wants to have a lot of possession and create a lot of chances. Now, obviously, that's the dream scenario for a lot of clubs, but you know what I'm saying? We can make that a reality at United, especially with this manager, some of the players we've got and some of the players that he's looking to bring in. Another clean sheet as well. De Gea didn't really have much to do, but another clean sheet takes him top of the Golden Gloves race this season with 13. Also, we've got the best home record in the Premier League at the minute. Doesn't matter about Newcastle, Arsenal, City, what they're doing. We're number one at home. Now, if you can try and change that as well in the away form, because let's not kid ourselves, our away form's quite shocking, to be fair. If only we can up that away form. We've got the best home form in the league. It's only going to breathe more positivity and good outlook for what we've got to come. Do you know what I'm saying? The game, there's not really much to say. We'll just touch on some of the performances, because like I say, Everton never really troubled us at all. I think there was one time when that probably looked a bit dodgy when Maguire pulled down their player in the box. It could have been a penalty, it could not have been a penalty. Obviously VAR checked it and deemed it not a penalty, but that's Maguire for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Those type of hands-on, irresponsible challenges where they're not needed. Do you know what I'm saying? Probably the only bad, I wouldn't even say bad, but probably the only negative thing from a performance yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially in the defence, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, regardless if he missed that absolute complete sitter, you gotta put them away, man. But regardless of that, up and down, involved, the tackles, you can't fault him. Do you know what I'm saying? Licha, absolute beast again. Malacia filling in for sure, did well. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously he's the new one, and he's short, so they're going to try and go down that side, but he didn't have no problem. He's a little warrior, and those are the sort of players we need, especially when someone like Shaw drops out. You can just call on Malacia. You know he's just going to come in and be a little pit bull and just be at their heels, their ankles, snapping the challenges in, and also he's good on the ball. So you know what I'm saying? Apart from that Maguire thing, defence was solid again. Midfield, Bruno Fernandes, not gonna lie, this is probably one of the best. He's had some good performances, but this is one of the best performances I've seen from Bruno, especially in a long while. Some of those passes, man, like take me back to like the Scholes days, do you know what I'm saying? 30, 40 yard pingers, just looking to put the striker through. Obviously keeping his game tidy, and don't forget he was playing the holding midfielder role, which ain't his position at all, but he's obviously had to play that because of we're missing Casemiro, and Fred's still not starting. We've got McTominay in there as well, we'll touch on him in a bit. But everything Bruno did, being a leader again, yeah man, one of the best performances I've seen from Bruno. I don't know whether you guys agree with me, you'll have to let me know in the comments. Yeah, we'll quickly touch on McTominay, because I know people's waiting to jump on this. Now bear in mind, I said about McTominay, he needs to do it regular. There's no point in him going off and scoring goals in international break and then coming back and being shit for us. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no point in him scoring a goal and having a good game for United if then he's going to go on a run of 5 or 6 games where he's just box standard average, if not poor. Do you know what I'm saying? And he scored yesterday, so we'll give him his props. When Rashford was playing shit last year, Rashford gets called out for playing shit. When he's playing well, he's playing well. We're not going to lie. We're not going to sit here and just, you know what I mean, be up players' arses just because they play for their team. You've got to perform week in and week out, especially for a club like ours. We're not supporting a relegation battle club. We're supporting one of the greatest clubs in the history of football, and we're trying to get back to there. So there's no point having a good game and 5 shit ones. You've got to do it consistently. Bear in mind, yesterday McTominay didn't have an exceptional game. Do you know what I'm saying? It was a good finish. It was at a time when we needed to, because we were sloppy with some of the chances we're creating. And obviously he's made the run in behind the striker, which some of the midfielders weren't doing. So he had a decent game. He took the goal well, but nothing outstanding. But let's see him do that for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 games. And then you can start to say, you know what? We can probably work with it, but at the minute, a good game in 6 or 7, that's not good enough for United. It's better you sell him to Newcastle, and he can play 5 or 6 out of 10 each week for Newcastle. But we need 7, 8, 9s every week if we're going to progress and get to where we want to get to. So yeah, man, big up McTominay for the goal yesterday, but we need to see consistency. Consistency is the key. Anthony, we'll touch on him. Even Scholes, he said it yesterday, one of the best games he's seen Anthony play, and without him scoring or getting an assist, I've got to say that's probably true. Do you know what I mean? He was a constant stress to their defenders, up, down, putting his defensive work in. The amount of shots he had, he hit the post, could have had a goal, and that's obviously where Wan-Bissaka missed the open goal from. But yeah, Anthony, really good game, man. And I'm being honest with you, I don't know if it's part of the Ten Hag master plan, the mad scientist thing, but it kind of pisses me off that he seems to be like the fall guy substitutions, you know what I'm saying? Even yesterday, he's brought Anthony off again. Anthony was probably, apart from Bruno, the best player on the pitch. Leaves Rashford on. We're not going to go too much into it. Rashford gets the injury. If Rashford had been rested, then who knows? But you know what I'm saying? Anthony had a wicked game, and it seems to be this thing like on 60 minutes, 70 minutes, take Anthony off. But he's doing well, man, and I hope to see more from him. Do you know what I'm saying? Jadon Sancho, a lot better, but still missing the defensive work. Let's not kid ourselves. Going forward, he was on the thing yesterday, sitting players down left, right and centre. He did what we all know he can do, and that's thread a ball through the eye of a needle, and that's what he did for McTominay's goal. So obviously got him the assist. We know Sancho can find the passes that other players can't find. What we need him to do is to be able to mix that work rate and what he's producing up the field with the defensive work rate. That's all Ten Hag's asking, that's all we're asking, is bust a gut. And even though it was an improved performance and you can see a bit of progression, I'm still not seeing the defensive side as much as like you see from Anthony, and that's where we struggle with it on the left side, because Rashford doesn't do it either. Let's not kid ourselves, but when you're scoring 30 goals in a season, I don't think anyone's really fucking expecting you to track back every minute of the game. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, with Sancho, man, like, he's going to get the chance now as well with Rashford obviously being out. I doubt he's going to start the next couple of games, so Sancho should be in there. Garnacho's injured, so he's going to have to take his chance, man. Show us what he can do, bit more work rate, and you've got no arguments with him whatsoever. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll touch on Martial as well, which is a mad one because Martial's like, he's fucking frustrating. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no one ever says anything about the talent and his finishing capabilities because we know Martial scores goals. Do you know what I'm saying? We know his play, his build-up plays, hold-up play. We know it's all on point, and especially for how Ten Hag wants to play. Ten Hag, I can't see Ten Hag wanting a big 6 foot something striker, big louch to hold up the ball and that like a Weghorst. The Weghorst thing's just a short fix. What he wants is the fluidity with the front three, and Martial fits that. Yesterday came on, looked lively again, got his goal, good finish. But how long is it going to last for? Same type of thing with McTominay, only this is fitness we're talking about. How long is he going to stay fit? He's just come back. Are we going to get till the end of the season with Martial? We don't know. That's the problem. No one argues his talent and how good he can put the ball in the back of the net. We know that. It's the fitness side of it. So yeah, man, Martial frustrating, man, but good to see him back. Good to see him scoring. Let's hope it continues over the next few weeks. Yeah, and lastly on the game we're going to touch on, it was good to see one of the players come back and get some minutes yesterday, and that's none other than Christian Eriksen. When it happened, man, I didn't think we'd see him back this season, let alone come back in April, the start of April. Do you know what I'm saying? The way that leg bent back looked crazy. But yeah, man, good to see him back on the pitch, and we've missed him. We've missed the creativity from the middle of the park. Bruno can't do everything on his own. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, good to see Eriksen back, and hopefully he can stay fit and have a positive impact until the end of the season. But yeah, like we say, all in all, good performance, dominated them from start to finish. Only thing was the lack of goals. You know what I'm saying? From the chances we created, the lack of goals that we're converting from them. But we take the 3 points, we move on. Stay ahead of Spurs. We've still got a game in hand, and we just keep rolling. Do you know what I'm saying? Next up for United is the Europa League quarterfinals, and we are facing Sevilla, and the first leg is at Old Trafford. So we'll have match reaction for you after that game, more than likely be on the Friday. But yeah, man, Thursday night, we need to take a couple goal aggregate lead going to Spain. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's always tricky going to Spain, and it probably be even more trickier going there in a second leg knockout phase. You know what I'm saying? Bear in mind, Sevilla have won the competition about 2,000 times. So that's going to be tricky in itself. They know how to maneuver and make their way to the final. But you know what I mean, beat Barcelona. We've been slapping up Spanish teams all year, really. I heard some memes talking about we might as well have played in the Copa del Rey. Do you know what I'm saying? So we take the positivity, we take the way we're playing. Yeah, man, we can beat any team on our day. So we go there, and I'm looking at 2-3-0 at least to take to Spain. But we see what happened on Thursday. But yeah, guys, let us know what you thought of the results, the performance, any individual player ratings, along with any shout outs you want. Drop those in the comments below. Make sure to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe, especially the people that are coming through and watching it who are not subscribed. Just do us that favor, take the 5 seconds and just click on that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1k. Also turn on your notification bell so you know when we've uploaded our latest video, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram for a shitload of daily content, votes, news, transfer updates, all sorts of stuff. That's at the bottom of the screen now, and the link is in the video description. And I want to say thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.